welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a chit chat get ready with me video. I went over to my Instagram and I asked you guys to send over some of your guys' questions that you guys wanted me to answer while I get ready with you guys. And today's video is also going to be sponsored by Ofra. Like you guys know, Ofra has one of my favorite highlights. I have raved about it before, so I'm super excited that they actually wanted to work with me for today's video and bring you guys this chit chat get ready with me. So thank you Ofra for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, my name is Blanca Yvette and I am super excited to have you guys here. If you guys are new, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys are not new here, then welcome back. So if you guys are interested in watching today's video and getting ready with me, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're gonna get started with my video. I am going to go on my Instagram and go to the questions that you guys asked me yesterday so we can chat. You guys are gonna be seeing a bunch of IGTVs popping up on my Instagram within the next couple of days. I have a new lens, if you haven't noticed. Please tell me you guys noticed, because something that I have been struggling with, my freaking audio and my monitor as well as my lens have been a problem for so freaking long already. I bought a new camera, I bought a new lens, I bought some new lights. Like, I have really been investing in my sit down videos, and if it was not one thing, it was another. So I'm glad that I'm finally seeing results, and I hope that you guys can tell that this is a bomb lens. You guys can just see how the product focuses so well. So yeah guys, I'm gonna go through my questions and see what you guys want to chat about. The palette that I'm going to be using is this nude palette by BH. So it's going to be just a typical nudes like it always is. You guys are going to start seeing more color as well. I didn't want to do like a whole tutorial on a color look. Those are going to be popping up on my IGTVs. So for those of you guys who want to see more colors, head over to my Instagram. How do you like staying in SoCal? So I've been getting this question a lot. I think that was like the main question that I was getting. That was the main question that I was getting, and honestly, the transition has finally just sunk in. It feels still kind of surreal to me. Like, sometimes I wake up or like I go somewhere and I'm like, oh my god, like I actually live over here now, you know? Like, I feel like Mother's Day was one of the days that just really made me think like, oh dang, like I'm actually out here, because I didn't spend it with my family like I normally do, like my mom or my sisters. You know, I did send them flowers. I sent my sisters, my sister-in-laws, and my mom, I sent them all flowers, obviously to, you know, tell them happy Mother's Day and everything. But it was different. It felt so different not spending time with them. But these past couple of weeks have actually been feeling just really good. I feel like, you guys know, I spend a lot of time with people all the time, you know, like my siblings and my friends, and I'm always doing something. So these past couple of weeks have been all about my family, like my family, like my little family that I created, obviously. And that's kind of when I started to realize that I wasn't focusing so much time on just them. You know, it was kind of just like my babies, Lisa's, and everybody else. So we wouldn't get to spend that one-on-one time just with the babies and, you know, bonding with them, and, you know, them hitting their milestones, and us really just being 100%. And on top of that, like, working was really hard to just balance everything. So now it's literally just Lisa's, myself, and the babies. And obviously you guys see that we do have like other people here, you know, occasionally and stuff, which is nice, because I feel like that's kind of what has kept me sane as well. It's kind of kept me feeling like the normal. It makes me feel like I'm not completely just in a new place with new people or anything like that. It gives me a little bit of comfort from home, so that's nice. But so far, like, I'm pretty proud of myself. I honestly didn't think that I was going to be able to deal with it the way that I did, and I'm just happy. I'm happy that the transition has been good, and I'm not, you know, getting, you know, anxious or like depressed or anything. I just feel I honestly feel like I made the right choice, and the city that I chose for us to live in definitely feels like home. I know a lot of you guys were asking me like, did I regret it? Did I feel like it was a mistake, you know, me moving? And I genuinely feel like it was the best decision I could have made for my family. And we've been in quarantine, you know, we haven't even really been able to go out or do anything. So that just shows you that I'm honestly just very happy that we finally feel safe where we're at, and we feel good. You know, it's been a really, really good transition. I wouldn't change it, honestly, for anything. Favorite products that I'm loving at the moment. Honestly, I've been focusing so much more on like skincare. Like I said, I've been playing around with a lot of makeup. If you guys want me to do a separate video on just that, like my favorite products at the moment, something like that, or even like mention it in my vlogs, let me know. Or maybe I could even start doing them on my stories. I'm trying to just, honestly, I feel like I'm so overwhelmed with so many social medias right now that I don't even know where to go on. Like, I have my YouTube, I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have my TikTok, you know, like I'm trying to like balance everything, and it sucks because like my main focus right now has been TikTok. And for a while I kind of like stopped posting. It's been maybe like 2 weeks that I haven't posted on my TikTok, or maybe a week. But I genuinely just love TikTok. I like when new social media platforms come on and they don't get ruined with like ads or anything like that. There's just like a fun app where you can just be yourself, and you know, nobody's on there like being mean or anything. You could just genuinely have a good time. So TikTok's literally my new favorite app. If you guys want to come follow me, you guys can follow me right here. But those are kind of like the apps that I have been loving at the moment. So like I mentioned, this video is sponsored by Ofra. I'm going to be showing you guys some products by them that I'm currently loving at the moment. Like you guys know, one of my favorite go-to highlights has been Rodeo Drive by Ofra, and I'm honestly so excited and so happy that they wanted to work with me and sponsor today's video. So I'm going to be going in with, let me see, the shade, I always get confused when they have like the names in the back because I never know if I'm saying the right one, but I'm thinking this one is That's Hot. I'm going to apply that on my lid. And for those of you guys who are not familiar with Ofra, it's actually a family-owned business, which is why also like it has become one of my favorite. Once I learn like the story behind a brand, it honestly makes me respect them even more. And on top of that, the amount of quality that they put into each product. This palette reminds me a lot of their highlight. They're the only company that has the liquid to baked products, so that's why every single highlight that you guys see is super pigmented. Like I'm telling you guys, that's why it's one of my favorite, because it just goes on so seamlessly. Like you can just apply a little bit and it literally goes a long way. So you get that same result with this palette. So I'm just gonna tap it with my finger to add a little bit of shimmer on the shadow. And also they did give me a coupon code for you guys. So every product that you guys see me mention in today's video, for 24 hours, they are going to give you guys 40% off their entire website. And all you guys have to use is coupon code Evett40 to save 40% off their entire website, guys, for 24 hours only. So make sure you guys head over. I will have all of the information linked down below. I just pop on my lashes. This look is so easy to do, guys. I love easy looks because honestly, I need to get ready in an hour, like an hour the most. I cannot spend too much time on my makeup anymore because I am a busy woman. I have too much stuff going on. Go in with the Ofra Vitamin C Moisturizer. It has anti-aging and as well as vitamin C. Vitamin C is so important with your skin. It helps brighten it. When I do my skincare routine, you guys are going to see all of the products that I have that contain vitamin C because it's so important for your skin. So I'm gonna go in there and just moisturize. And for those of you guys who are probably wondering, Ofra is also cruelty free, if any of you guys are wondering, but you want to just gently massage it to your skin. Okay, so now the skin is prepped, I already put my chapstick on as well. We're gonna go on to foundation. Next question is, do you miss Stockton? We miss you here. So I'm guessing this is a Stockton resident, and I've actually been getting a lot of messages like that on TikTok as well. I had mentioned to you guys before that, like, before in my hometown, I really wouldn't get a lot of love or anything like that. At least I thought that I didn't. Because I would never see like messages from people like, oh, like I'm from Stockton, or like anything. Like I would never ever see that. And when I would go out like grocery shopping and stuff like that, like people wouldn't stop me in my hometown. It was really, really rare if anybody would stop me. And I don't know if it was just because obviously like I'm from there, so they didn't want to, I don't know, feel weird for whatever reason. But since I've left, I have been noticing so many messages. Like people are like, oh my god, like we miss you over here, like we hope that everything's good. Like I've been getting so many positive messages, and to be honest, as far as like me missing my hometown, I don't miss what was happening, but I definitely do miss like the people that were in Stockton, as far as like my family and my friends. Like that's always going to be home for me, you know. Like there's never going to be a place that I can drive by through and be like, oh my god, like I went to high school there, or you know, like I was born and raised. And I was always very proud to say like, yes, I'm from Stockton. Like I never lied about it, or I never tried to pretend like I was from somewhere else. Like anybody who ever met me or knew me, like I was always like, yes, I'm from Stockton, born and raised. You know, I was never ashamed. Even when I used to work in the Bay Area, I used to live in the Bay Area, and I was working one day, and like honestly people would tell me like, oh, like you just moved here, blah 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 blah. And mind you guys, I hated the Bay Area. Like I absolutely hated the Bay Area. It was like the worst, probably one of the worst years of my life, and that's what I thought it was going to be, me moving over here. But it was like one of the worst times of my life. So when I was out there, people would tell me like, oh, like where did you move from? And I'd be like, oh, from Stockton. They'd be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like they would genuinely apologize to me. When you live in a certain city, and you know, thank god that, you know, like my siblings and like my nephews and everybody, like we're all, you know, we're doing good and stuff. But it's, I don't know if I'm making sense or not, but unless you're from there, you understand where I'm coming from. So if you guys are Stockton, you know, residents and know exactly what I'm talking about, that's why I genuinely just made that ultimate decision. Like it was like the last straw for me, that I was like, okay, like we gotta go. You know, this is just a sign that we're not meant to be here and we need to go. And like I said, I'm so happy that I love where I live. And even when my sister and my mom and, you know, my dad, like they've come to visit, like in the beginning when I first moved, like my friends and stuff, like they love where we live. Like they're just like, oh my god, dude, like it's so different out here, it's so nice, it's so peaceful. Like I have not experienced an earthquake yet, knock on wood, because there's been a couple of them that have happened and I have not felt any of them, but I'm mentally preparing myself for it. I feel like I'm talking so much. This one's really good. So it says, how do you see yourself in 10 years with your husband, being a mom to your babies? I feel like in 10 years, so I'm 28, I would be 38, almost going on 40. Honestly, by then, I'm really hoping that I'm in my dream home. My kids are obviously in school and they're getting a good education. My husband's still continuing to look sexy as fuck. Me in my backyard drinking a cocktail. That's my goal. That's my goal in life. I feel like obviously like 10 years is such a long time like away, but it's gonna go by so fast. And I feel like everything that I'm working for is for that moment, like for the moment where I can just feel like I accomplished something in life. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that are going to build up to that moment, but it's coming, guys. And I actually have a huge announcement that's gonna happen this year, and like I'm counting down the days for it to finally get here, and you guys are gonna be so excited and you guys are gonna be so proud of me. And I feel like I've just been working really hard, and the universe is on my side, and I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my soul, guys, that this is going to just be it. This is going to be the big year that I've been waiting for. Another person, why did you stop doing makeup tutorials? So I stopped doing the makeup tutorials honestly probably after I became a mom. I think that's when it really just stopped, beauty in general. And that was just because I didn't even have much time, and I think I just went as what my life was going through at the moment. So like I switched to like the mommy content, you know, for a little while, and I always listen to whatever you guys tell me, you know what I mean? Like if you guys tell me this is what we want to watch, like that's usually what I transition to, and I base it off of that. So for a moment there, people were a little bit more focused on, I guess, like my life, like my day-to-day life, like my vlogs and what was happening in my life, rather than like what eyeshadow I was wearing. And I feel like you guys enjoy that more, so that's kind of why I stopped. But now that I'm starting to see that people are, you know, getting into like makeup again and really loving it, I want to focus it but on a quicker platform, meaning like IGTVs. I feel like people love the IGTVs, people love TikTok videos. So I'm just trying to pay attention. When you're on social media and it becomes your job, you start really picking up on those things. You start finally like analyzing things like, okay, well, this is what people want to watch here, this is what people like here, this is what people, you know, it's a lot. Like it's a lot that goes behind like what you post. And for a moment there, that's kind of all I was thinking about, just like, okay, like the analytics of it, like this is what they want, this is what they, and then not really enjoying it, you know, not actually focusing on what I liked and what I wanted to see. I mean, what I wanted to do. So now I'm going back to those basics. Like anytime you feel unmotivated or you feel like things are just not going right, like go back to those basics, go back to why things started, even just like with the relationship, you know what I mean? Like when people say, well, why is my relationship this and that, like go back to those basics that got you to where you're at, you know what I mean? So I feel like those are the things that you guys always have to consider whenever you're going through a downfall in your life, or you feel like something. Genuinely do it because you love it. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I just want to bring back why I fell in love with doing social media. And like I said, I just stopped it because I became a mom, and we shouldn't stop, you know, doing what we love because we become parents. We should still continue to do that. So with that being said, I'm a whole ass makeup artist again. Okay. So like I mentioned, the highlight that I love and absolutely love is Ofra Rodeo Drive. I'm going to apply that on the bridge of my nose, and I'm also going to add it in my inner tear duct, just to add a little bit of highlight in there. For my lip liner, I'm probably going to use Makeup Talk by Morphe. I'm going to be going in with my lipstick, and the lipstick that I'm going to be using, I'm between these two, which is Stretch and Fussy. So this lipstick is actually a hybrid, so it's between a lipstick and a lip gloss, so it applies so nice, and it makes your lips look so plump and pigmented. So pretty. Okay, let me put on some mascara. It's so pigmented, guys, and on top of that, it's glossy too, so it feels so good on your lips. Like it's hard for me to even explain how amazing it feels on my lips right now, because I can't even explain it. It's so good. Okay guys, so I'm going to go in with my setting spray. Okay guys, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's chit chat, get ready with me. Don't forget, also I will have all of the information linked down below if you guys want to pick up any of the products that I mentioned today by Ofra. You guys can go ahead and do that and save 40% off for 24 hours only. I will have my coupon code right here for you guys, so make sure that you guys check out the description box below. And once again, thank you to Ofra for sponsoring today's video and working with me in today's look. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on my next video. Love you guys.